made in Denmark. A number of the key things you need to consider when you're talking about an actual workstation is its lift capacity, its height range is really important, as you guys would know, and also its stability when it's at the standing height. Are three things that we sort of really thought about when we looked at designing this. They were the three fundamentals. We had to get the lowest and highest start height, we had to get the biggest lift capacity, and we had to make it as stable as possible when it was at the standing position. So again, with the Grow, each leg has its own lifting capacity motor. Each leg is capable of lifting 120 kilos. So on a two-legged system, you're getting a 240 lift capacity. So you've basically got absolutely no concerns about what's going on the surface. Well, I shouldn't say no. There might be exceptions to that. You've also got, with the Grow in particular, the way the frame and the cable management has been designed is when it's at a standing height, it's a very, very stable system. So even at its full height range, which is 1260, it's still a very, very stable piece. The way we design the foot, in particular, and again this is a bit of a technical detail, but this is quite like this stuff. That you'll notice that the leg actually goes through the foot, and the reason for that is so we can get down to a 610 start height. Now the reason we wanted a 610 start height, over the last 4 years, Ergostyle, all the fit outs that we've done, we go in and do post-occupancy training afterwards, and part of that is we measure everyone's seated 90-degree elbow height and everyone's standing 90-degree elbow height. And what we found out of that, out of about 600 New Zealanders, is that the range to fit the 95th percentile sits actually between 590 and 1200. And although I haven't got the graph here, the anthro graph actually shows where the peaks are, and you'll be quite surprised where the actual peaks are. So 590, although it sounds extremely low, there is actually a lot of people that do require it down at that level. If I quickly flip over to the